Here are the ingredients to make beef Burgundy. I have here a 2-pound boneless chuck roast. I have some beef broth. I have some thyme leaves and garlic powder, some mushrooms, whole baby onions, and some flour, some seasoned flour. I just put some salt and pepper in this flour, and then I will dredge the beef chunks in that before I brown them off. So I'm going to get the roast cut up into like chunks for like beef stew. You most certainly could use the beef stew mix, the stew meat that's already prepared. I've added some olive oil to a fry pan. I was going to do this in my Dutch oven, but I've decided I'm going to brown the beef in a fry pan and then put everything in my crock pot. So I'm just dredging it in that seasoned flour. I have a lot to do, but I don't want to crowd the pan, then it won't brown. This flour will help to thicken the gravy also. So I've added the mushrooms to the pan. I put the beef in the crock pot and added a little bit of garlic powder to it. And now I'm just going to brown get some color on these mushrooms. Putting a little bit more olive oil in there. And remember not to throw the lid out like I did the last one. Okay, I'm going to put these in the crock pot. I'm just adding some of the beef broth, and that's going to reduce. I added the mushrooms to the crock pot. I let the beef broth boil and then simmer for about 10 minutes. And I'm adding that to the crock pot. I'm going to add a little bit more garlic powder. I've already added some. And add some thyme leaves, just a little bit. And add just a little bit of balsamic vinegar, not a whole lot. The recipe says 2 tablespoons. Also, if you want, instead of using beef broth, as the name implies, it's beef Burgundy, you can use 1.5 cups of dry red wine. Well, I just make it with the beef, with the broth. The recipe says to add 16 ounces of frozen petite onions. I'm not sure I'm going to put all of these in there. Maybe half the package. I don't know. That looks good to me. And I can make it again with the other half. Going to give it a quick stir. And then I've got this on high. And I'm going to let it just cook all afternoon. And then right before dinner, I'll make some mashed potatoes and we'll have it over mashed potatoes. Maybe either with some green beans or a green salad. So I'm going to let that cook for about 5 hours on high. I'll check it, and if it's done earlier than that, then I'll turn it to low or I'll turn it off. I just tried a piece and it's not tender yet. And it also needs some salt, so I'm going to put some more salt. And I could possibly use more thyme and garlic too. This is after 3 hours on high in the crock pot. This is after 4.5 hours of cooking on high in the crock pot. And I just tried the beef and it's melt in your mouth tender. It's so good. Okay, this cooked on high for about 5 hours today. And we're serving it over mashed potatoes.
It's nice that the pine trim on the inside is up a bit. You can slide the tile under it. And you know, when the screens are in and it rains, this will...
So here you have beef burgundy over mashed potatoes.